If it's cheese you desire, it's cheese you will receive. I can't believe I'm fucked up in the crib eating cream cheese. What's good with y'all? It's episode 2 of the conglomerate. Today we got my niggas.
It's elder.
Y'all better respect your fuck. Y'all better
All
respect.
right, all right,
All right, bro. Okay. Anyway, welcome back to the cum bucket. My bad. I mean,
all right. Okay. I see. We're bringing that up.
this is my good man's right here. Episode 2 for two real niggas. My good man Elder. Talk to the people, baby.
Hey, thanks for inviting me. Yeah, I mean, the come bucket was kind of a delayed thing because of school.
You mind explaining what
And
it is?
huh?
You mind explaining what the cum bucket is?
Okay. So the come bucket was this idea that I had of just talking to the camera about topics that I felt needed to be addressed. Again, like I always explain in the intro of those videos that I'm just some like retard that whose opinion doesn't really matter, just some idiot who speaks his mind. Um, but yeah, it started off with like the Black Lives Matters thing. But I was just talking off my head, saying stuff that I thought needed to be addressed again. So yeah, and then there was that whole that we try to do between me and you, that little project that ended up not working out. That I guess kind of turned into this that you turned into your little project. But yeah, I mean, school kind of messed that up because it was like it took up a lot of my time, and then I had a little side project, like playing the guitar, painting, stuff like that. Trying to keep my mind busy. But yeah, I mean, and like I moved to a new house, so things got a bit complicated. But yeah, I mean, I'm glad you have your own creative outlet for this stuff. It's really cool.
I gotta spit somewhere, bro. I can't just be spitting.
You can't just be leaving those beautiful thoughts in your head, letting them build up. You can't express them.
Indubitably. I can't just spit into thin. I gotta mark my shit down. What are you look at? Oh, she wants some toast. Hold on one second.
You're the toast, man. You're the toast.
Like I was saying before. Hey man, how's your day, bro?
Hey, busy. Just cleaning mostly. Made pizza. Had some family over. I've been chefing it up. Grilling mostly, making pizza, cooking, whatever. My mom is either too tired or just too lazy to do it. I'm always like, hey, I want to keep my mind off of scholarships and stuff, not being able to afford college,
Mhm.
uh, and procrastinating, not applying to them. But I already got accepted to a few, so there's no worry about that. But again, the pay is the worry. Not having the cheese, not having the dinero to pay for it. That's kind of the problem there. But gotta stay positive.
We came to collect the cheese. Y'all niggas better hit like and subscribe, or I'm busting your fucking kneecaps.
Please do. Please
Yeah,
do. Please
we
do.
need to
Definitely.
get Otis college up, man.
Mm-hmm.
We can't
What
do,
about you? How's your day? How's work, bro? See, you're hungry.
bro. I got 6 of these right now.
I got this gallon here that my mom forced me to drink. She was like, "Yeah, you gotta drink this water," and I was like, "Okay." So I've just been downing it the whole day,
I've been noticing a lot of y'all niggas pissed be orange as fuck. Drink your water.
bro. These fools don't be drinking water. They'll be
Yep.
like, "Oh
They,
man,
y'all want to be stumped on. Y'all want to be clowned on for whatever reason. I mean, do you? But at the same time, it's like I don't want you to die, bro. I love you.
bro, I'm trying to take care of myself. Didn't really do a good job today with the pizza, but trying to eat less, kind of gain a few pounds since we last talked, quite a few, but staying positive about it. So one of my mom's clients, because she cleans houses, gave her clothes, and he's a big dude, like big, like we're talking double XL shirts, and these don't fit him no more.
Do you
So
know what the Rock is cooking?
no, dude, COVID made me lose my sense of smell. I'm sorry, I can't smell or taste anything.
I'm just back here over there, and I'm over here. Oh shit! Wait, oh, no, I'm playing. Like,
No, but yeah, he's a big dude, and like some of the clothes that he gave us, like I guess wouldn't fit him, and they're double XL shirts, and they're just so comfy because they're so baggy. And he gave me a cardigan that I think is a woman's card. I don't know if it's a man or a woman's cardigan, but I kid you not, it is the comfiest thing I like own. Besides the sweatpants that are covered in paint, they are the comfiest piece of article of clothing I have.
yeah,
I'm not kidding.
I remember the comfiest piece of clothing I probably had was when I was like in like the fourth grade. My mom and she got like over into I don't know if y'all know it, but DC native shit. Is what you call it's a little a clothing store called Foreman Mills. Bro, they have the biggest selection and the best selection of just hand me downs in general. It's like it's like
It's
it's
like a
like
thrift store.
it's like a thrift store, but it's not like under like under category. It's just like a normal retail store, but like half of the shit is hand me down, right? So I'm walking there one day, and then
It's a bougie thrift store. They resell. It's like a Ross. It's like a Ross.
oh, bro, no, that's my cheese. Look, she literally was like, all right, Muhammad, go browse around. I was like, all right, big.
I,
I said, this is my final warning. Goodbye. And then so I'm walking in Foreman Mills, and then I see this little Mr. Rogers little sweater vest.
the sweater vest.
I take that shit, I put it on, like
Rocking that. Oh,
like damn bitch, you live like this.
bro, just pulling up with just rocking the 60s white man. Like, oh, though that clothes right there, that'll get you some. That'll get you some, all right. Especially nowadays, you can pull up in a skirt. Just all the alt girls want you if you pull up with a skirt and a little sweater vest on.
But you bitches be trifling. No, it happened one time. It was like freshman sophomore year, right? I remember just because I wanted to, I wore a crop top to school, right? And I'm reading on WikiHow.com. I'm like, what would a hose like? And it says a flamboyant male. So I go, all right, bet I ain't gay, but like I'll make it work. So
You
I
gotta
put on a crop top with some low rise sweatpants for the V line. I go there. The hoes start laughing.
no, all I'm saying is you 100% have to be pulling like 100 like 24/7.
No, well, bro, this was something I actually did not think I'd talk about today since last. Anywho, look, I have no bitches.
That's cap.
No, not yet. Look,
Cap.
look, look. I promise you. I promise you. Look, these are my contacts. Look, mm, I don't think you know any of the names, but look,
Is
everybody here, all the names here are either all the females here you see in here are either family members or what's it called? I need homework answers. But
hey yo, you gotta get it from somewhere. Family. I mean,
I, I, I
I,
mean,
I,
where did
I
we come?
mean,
Where did we
I mean,
come?
sometimes you got that cousin that's like, ooh, that's like, all right.
Hey, no, it's shit, but like I actually do got a few cousins. I would. I mean, look, this is the conglomerate because this is where we let our thoughts flow freely. No shame here. If anybody shame you on here, get off my podcast for real.
Yeah,
Literally,
it's a free space.
don't even y'all niggas don't lie either. Y'all got at least one cousin you would hit.
No, yeah, no, but like speaking of that, I've been thinking about this. Like I don't know why, but I've been thinking about this. Like this, like I've been thinking about this for a while, like this whole body positivity thing, how like fat girls, like really, really big, like I'm not talking like chubby, I'm not talking about like thick. I'm talking about like unhealthy, like you're gonna die soon. Like if you don't fix something, you got less than you're not going past 30. I'm talking about Like no, I'm like seriously, like me, I'm medically obese, not like super bad, but like my BMI is, I think it's like a 30, a 32, something like that. But I don't like really show it on my face. It's more on my, when I take off my shirt, it's like damn. But like
Hey,
I'm
hey,
talking,
stand up.
no, yeah, but I'm talking about people who like genuinely have like a weight problem, can't go up a flight of stairs without panting. I'm
Like,
kind of like and like it's and I feel like that's like not a good thing. Like we should not, like, we should be accepting of bodies, right? Like, if you're happy with yourself, you do you. Like, you do you, but don't say it's a good thing. Don't be like, oh, all size, like healthy at all sizes, because that's not a thing. Medically, that's not a thing. That's cap. Like, you can't say that. Like, we gotta stick to the scientific aspect of everything. It's bad for you. It's a terrible thing for you. It's like killing you, basically. You're killing yourself. And there's like moments where I'm like, all right, I might just do that, because like there's points where I just stop caring. And I'm like, you know what? I can just eat as much as I want and like die early, but like who cares? But then there's a part of me that's like, you know what? Maybe in the future, I'd like want to do something with my life, which I probably won't. But I just think it's not a good thing. It's promoting an unhealthy lifestyle. It's promoting something that shouldn't be. It's telling people, if you live this.
it's basically saying like yes, I have a year and a half, and that's okay. And if
It's a promotion of self-harm, in my opinion. That's like, it's a promotion of self-harm. And it's even worse because it's not just something that's destroying the outside, but it's also destroying your insides. It's destroying it at a fast rate, at an incredibly fast rate. And it's the hoes. They're calling you.
oh
They
my,
want you.
yo, hold on a second, watch this. Yo, I'm filming the conglomerate right now. Can you give me like another like hour and a half? I got a guest on right now. I'm not trying to be interrupted.
It's the hoes, man. They want it.
That's
They
my
want it.
that's my blood sister.
Hey, like I said, family.
You know what's crazy? One of my men actually did. Never mind. I ain't gonna go into because he might be a guest.
All right.
I
Yeah.
don't want to slander my good man. Have him come on here. So
No, yeah, but
I,
like I was saying, it's not a good thing. And then it's like there's these girls that are like, yeah, you're beautiful, and it's like, yeah, she might be pretty, but like you have to realize that this isn't a good thing for her. They're supporting their friends who aren't, not just out of shape, but they're so big that it's literally killing them. Like
this dude, Son Goku, he gets his spare bomb energy from the people of Earth. Also,
he
towards
pulled that in America. God damn, that spirit bomb would be bigger than the state
and
of Kentucky.
oh god, bro, and this is like a big ass mass of just positive energy, and he throw it, and he threw it at Cell, and it sells it. Feel me? But then look, the fat bitch equivalent to the spirit bomb is the same concept, but like the comment saying, "Oh my god, go off." That's the energy going into
It's
it. That
it's not just negative energy. It's literally the opposite of positive energy. It's it's positive energy disguised as, I mean, it's negative energy disguised as positive energy.
I mean,
It's
I mean,
it's it the In a way, I feel like many things that are happening right now, it's false progress. Like, it's fake progress. People are like, oh, we should accept all body sizes. Yeah. And then, you know, 5 minutes later, the same girl that was saying slay queen to on a picture of a girl that's 200 pounds overweight is saying, oh, fat people are gross. Oh, blah, 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 and like making fun of her for being fat. It's there's two this we live in a society that's two-faced. We live our social compass is very messed up. Like, people aren't very genuine with what they say. I try to be genuine. Obviously, being too honest is a very bad thing. But
Hell
you
no.
know, I think being too honest can get you into problems. It's obviously in the long run it might be a positive, but it can definitely get you into problems. Like that what's that Chappelle skit? Oh, what is it?
The
Oh, hold on. No, there's a Chappelle skit where he's like, when being too real goes wrong or something like that.
oh
And
yeah,
so, God. Well, yeah, no, I feel like honesty is something that isn't valued. Um, People are very superficial. Um, and even though, like I said, people are like, oh, we should accept people not for the outside but for the inside. A lot of people don't do that. A lot of people view or like how I was saying, like it's about what inside that matters, and then or like okay, what I was trying to say, what I was getting at earlier is there's a lot of weird mixing up because I think ugh, I lost my train of thought. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Let me switch up the topic because I lost it. Um.
now you talking about how what's it called? How like how like honesty ain't valued and all that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, like honesty isn't like people are like, oh yeah, I love her, and then like this is something that's obviously been talked about as an original idea, and then like they go behind their back and start talking smack. It's the same thing. False progress, false honesty,
Right.
false. It's something that has plagued our society for a long time, and with social media, it's gone a lot worse, especially with things like TikTok
Wait, bro.
and
Hold on. Hold that thought. Say your train of thought was social media has gone on with TikTok,
yeah.
right?
I
Excuse me 1 second. I felt kind of bad hanging up. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, do what you gotta do.
Yeah. Okay, maybe I can make some time.
What are you filming?
My podcast.
Why do you have a podcast? Don't tell her.
You want to be on it?
No.
She don't
Are you
want to.
still on it right now?
Yeah. You want to say hi to the. You want to say hi to the guest?
Are you live right now?
I might be live right now.
Perhaps.
Perhaps.
I'm good. I don't really want to be in the spotlight like that. I just wanted to say congratulations.
Congrats for what?
You know,
I don't even want to say it.
congratulations to your introduction into being in debt for the rest of your life.
We got into college, ladies and gentlemen.
Didn't think you would make it this far.
Why?
I barely made it. I don't know.
Wait, I'm gonna call you back later, okay?
Call me tomorrow. I'm busy.
All right, bet.
Bye. Good night.
Guess how much cheese I got for FEFSA?
How much cheese did you get?
I got 70K. How much you get? I know you got like 30K.
Shut up.
Nigga, I know you got like 45K.
Bye.
No, how much you got?
I'm not gonna pull up the numbers for you. I don't know.
Just if you had to estimate.
It's giving capitalism. It's giving Nico.
Nigga, can you give me a 5-digit number, bro?
No. Good night.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
So, after constant peer pressure
The cat do.
I'm playing. But look, what's it called? After constant peer pressure to learn about my sister's financial aid status, it appears that I have way more cheese than she got, so that's a win for today. I mean, it's not nothing new because like I win every day. But look, back to the main topic. You was talking about how body positivity is being drawn down with social media and things like TikTok and Trilla and all that. So
Yeah, just so you know, my family's right outside, so they're gonna make some noise. They're getting my sister ready for sleep, so just in case you hear that. But yeah, I was saying how things like TikTok, where like the main focus is it's not comedy. It's not like Vine, where Vine was like, oh, haha, funny, oh, little skits. It's you could literally walk up, show cheeks, and be like, oh yes, millions of views. Like look at Addison Ray, look at Charlie D'Amelio, look at little Huddy. I don't know. I don't really go on TikTok. Look at the other dude, the pedophile, the both pedophiles, Trevor Tyler Tony Lopez, I think his name is.
one, bro, the whole app is pedophiles.
Exactly. It's 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 just it's fake body positivity. It's just to keep fat people where they are, and but healthy people like glow up and everything. I don't know. I don't really know. Again, kind of an idiot. But another thing I was gonna get at, my bad, is with social media is when on the topic of pedophiles, I feel like all of like TikTok and stuff, it's just training people to be like pedophiles and like desire that power that like people get
Oh,
when they have a huge fan base. And like with people as young as Charlie D'Amelio, who's a year younger than me, who's 16 right now, if I'm not wrong.
no.
uh it like having that much fame, having that much like social power and everything, it's not a healthy thing. Like it's ruining her life. Like one minor slip up and she's getting hated on by everybody. One minor slip up and like the thing where she with the personal chef thing where everybody got mad because she was a spoiled brat. I'm like, if that chef made something that she didn't want to eat, that she just found disgusting, that's not her fault. Like if I go to a fancy restaurant and I think what they give me is absolute garbage, I'm not gonna be like, and I'm not. I sure hope people aren't like, oh, what a spoiled brat. Like he has all this food, but people in Africa are starving. And it's like you live in America, first of all. I'm almost like, so you're not far off from Charlie D'Amelio for being, pretentious or spoiled. You live in a first world country. You have first world problems. You can't compare your struggle to someone who literally doesn't have food for weeks, water for days. You can't
Just,
compare your struggles.
just for a lifetime.
Huh?
No, I said you said no food for days, water for
Exactly. I
bro,
don't know.
pussy for a lifetime. Like, bro, you can't just control your own
You
state.
drown in it, but you can't get water or food.
Yeah,
No, but but yeah, like it's ridiculous how we focus so much on we claim to be past, we claim to focus on what's on the inside of people. We focus on uh, mediocrity is what leads to fame now,
like,
what leads to being well known. Like the stupid Gorilla Glue hair lady, like she became super famous because she put Gorilla Glue in her hair like a retard. But people are out there discovering ways to reduce the amount of plastic we use, like plastic bags and everything, and all they get is a tweet with like 1,000 likes or like a mention on the news, and then there's a whole half an hour spent on the hype house and the Charlie D'Amelio farted or something. I don't know. Again, I don't really pay attention. I don't have social media. I just use Snap to talk with people when I need something or when I want to have a conversation. But yeah, I mean, that's those are my thoughts. I think our focus on social media and everything is super detrimental, especially to young people. And I'm not saying I'm old because I'm only 17, not even legally an adult yet. Not even legally. I'm 4 years away from being considered a legal adult. But I still think like the 12, 13-year-olds, the 10-year-olds that are on TikTok, seeing people like Charlie D'Amelio, Addison Ray, the way they move, all of that, and then they're like, oh, I can do that the same thing at my age and be as popular. The only thing that does is attract more pedophiles to TikTok, and then that leads down a bigger cycle of girls getting abused, of people meeting Tony Lopez, meeting his brother, going to the hype house, getting molested. You know, it's a cycle, and I feel like take there's a streamer that I watched called Pay Money Wabi who I feel said like the most like described what's going on with social media like the best way. He said if like being a pedophile now is like a walk in the park. It's like your dream because you can go onto TikTok, slide down on like the newest trend, and you'll see a 6-year-old just busting down, just doing moves that are meant for someone who's in their mid 20s. And again, like I believe we need to like be sexually progressive, like teach our kids about sex at a young age, teach them what's wrong, teach them what's right. Um, like normalizing dating sex workers, that's cool. Like if you have an OnlyFans, get your bread. You know, everybody needs to make
Yeah.
money.
I got like y'all niggas really think the only reason bitches have OnlyFans is just because they like being slutty and nutty. No, they gotta pay rent too. I
No,
can
they gotta make
pay
bread,
rent.
and
That's why look,
like some
I need to go hold you because like I know 3 girls like already actually have one, and they making bank, but they making more than me. I work.
yeah, it's easy work. It's and like in a world where you know hard work isn't really like paid that much, you know, mediocrity, like I said, gets you further in life than actually trying. You can you can live comfortably off an OnlyFans for the rest of your life. Look at Bella Thorne. Bella Thorne made $1 million in one day for like false advertising, and then everybody was like, "Wow, we gotta get mad!" Rah. Everybody's everybody's brain is working at 2,000%, and they're not focusing on and like you know things like TikTok where videos are from can be from 15 seconds to a minute long. I don't know how long TikToks can really be. I think a minute, but it's like they're training us to be like, oh, this thing happened. Oh no, but forget about that because this thing just happened, and then forget about this thing because that thing just happened. It's the same thing with like everything, news, media, whatever's happening, world politics. It's all just it's all just you know a fireworks show. Being like, ooh, no, bruh.
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 Like, did you hear about the Trump thing?
Yeah.
He got acquitted. That's crazy. That baffles me. But that look, the news is gonna be dead, and like the news is gonna be dead in less than a week. Everybody's just gonna be like, oh,
I
Orange
give
Man.
it, I give, I give it until like tomorrow evening.
Yeah, I know. I the latest the 15th. After the 15th, nobody's gonna care. They're just gonna be on the Orange Man bad, and you know I don't care. I think politics and politicians are just garbage. Like
Yeah.
they don't care about people. Like
Politicians,
I
bro, politicians like shouldn't even be allowed to exist.
no,
Because
it's
look,
it,
I can lie for free if the government wants me to.
yeah. That's a politician's job is literally just to lie to make you feel comfortable.
But the,
It will be like, oh, I'll do all of this thing, and
oh,
it'll be amazing, and then the
I'll
country
give,
will be better.
I'll give reparations to everybody who needs cock and ball torture.
It's yes. All white people, all black people, they're half of their paycheck because of something that happened 400 years ago. That's something they're not responsible for at all.
Uh,
Something that
um,
I was gonna ask you about this. Like, what do you think about like Black History Month and like the idea of reparations? Because
I mean, honestly, I don't like black people in general, so it doesn't come as this.
dude.
Not only do I hate my own kind, bro. I honestly until you nigga, what day is it? The 13th, right?
13.
13th, right? To be
Yeah.
to be quite honest with you, I forgot it was even Black History Month, and we're already halfway through the fucking month because it just doesn't matter to me because I don't need a month to research my black heroes. Feel me? Like I learned about this is how Fairfax County teaches Black history. All right. Go to show my book at. Hear that, bitches. All right, class. Skip to page 59, chapter 3, section 4. All right, bet. Um, Yeah, so black man, speech, good shit. Black woman, sit, say no. Um,
Oh,
um, um, um,
yes, very good job.
South African nigga, jail time, very important. And yeah, that's it. All right, moving on to uh, Diane Ross. Wait, that's it? Oh yeah, don't forget, first, black nigga in the Oval Office, very important. Don't forget
Very
that.
good, very good. Yes,
You know,
Obama, very, very smart man.
but we should
Apparently didn't kill a ton of.
learn about the lady who made the American flag. Yeah, I know, cool. Like,
Yeah. What about? Hey, no, you forgot about the dude that made peanut butter. The black dude that invented peanut
not
butter
about, not
because
about,
he was so important.
yeah, but like I
I
was
don't
saying,
know. I don't
like
even know his name.
like George
It's
something, like Carver.
George Washington Carver. No,
This,
yeah,
oh,
it's
I just had a PB and J. Look, I just had a PB and J right now. He made
dude. You celebrated Black History Month right there. That's crazy. No, I think it's like I said, it's it's false progress. It's fake. It's just to be like, oh, you should. Oh, we gave you this, so be happy. It's like
Exactly.
the same thing with the July, with September or August. I don't know which one is Hispanic Heritage Month.
Yeah.
The same thing with what is it? There's Black History Month. There's Gay Pride. There's uh, Cinco de Mayo. Um, there's I don't know. There's a ton, right? There's and I feel like they're all it's all just like garbage that they provide to be like, yeah, here we gave you this. You have 1 month. You have 1 month to celebrate everything you guys did. You have 1 month to lament everything you fought, like all the people you lost. You have one time. You have 1 month to be like,
Yeah.
oh, we made it this far.
Like, why would
This
I?
is progress. Okay. And
How am I gonna let the white man tell me when and how I can celebrate my niggas? But come on, like,
yeah, no, exactly. It's I watched the Daryl Davis interview with Joe Rogan the other day, where he was like, "We need to get rid of it because
yeah,
it does nothing but make you complicit to just staying where you are. There's no progress being made with giving you 1 month. There's no progress being made with keeping that month there. What needs to be done is we need to get rid of Hispanic Heritage Month, Gay Pride Month. We need to get rid of Black
every,
History Month,
yeah,
in my opinion, because it does nothing. It allocates your problems and all the problems you fought for, all the problems you need to fight for, and everything that hasn't been resolved, all the people you lost for. They allocate 1 month for you, and that's it. And then the rest of the month, nobody focuses on it. Or if they do focus it on it, it's because something like George Floyd happens, something like the Black Lives Matter protest happens. Needs to it's something that needs to be talked about because it's disguised as fake progress. Like Joe Biden being elected. I don't care. If Trump got elected, I've been like, oh,
oh,
that sucks. But if like Joe Biden being elected doesn't do it really anything for me. Everybody, all like a ton of Hispanic people are like, oh, he's gonna make immigration but easier. You could be an immigrant, you can be a citizen easier, but like, you still have to go through the House and Senate. You still have to go through all that political progress. And say what you gotta say. Joe Biden is a pedophile. Joe Biden touches kids. Everybody, like everybody up there, every politician,
that's like,
especially Democrat. I'm so like I 100% believe that the Clintons, obviously horrible people. Hillary and Bill, they're terrible people. Uh, who else?
the
All
entire
politicians. Those are the only really two because those are the easily memeable ones.
the Senate.
Those are the ones that it's like, come on, Bill and Hillary are both on the Epstein plan. I mean, Trump, bad orange man. I'm not political, so I don't care.
Like
Nothing
Obama,
he did really affected me. Like,
monkey. Like,
Obama literally bombed a ton of Middle Easterners, and people still have the gall to be like, oh yeah,
oh yeah,
best president ever.
okay,
Did
but
nothing.
like, why is he your president though?
Yeah,
Brown.
he deported like I think out of the any president he deported the most. I think he deported like 4 million people. Like I don't even think Trump reached those numbers. And then people will be like, oh yeah, he fought for the people. No,
Oh,
no politician after JFK, I think, fought for the people.
yeah.
No politician after JFK was like, yeah, we need to like do good, because like JFK, I feel like the main reason he really fought for the people was because he didn't want to start World War III. You know, nobody wanted that to happen, and like I feel like that's why JFK was like the last good president, because he managed to be like, oh, chillax, buddy,
Oh,
whoa, and then he got assassinated, got bodied, so can't really do anything about that. But like, it's ridiculous. I view politicians and anything they do as just cannon fodder for or that's the wrong use of that word, but like it's just garbage that people put in the way to avoid the real problems and to avoid addressing that. These people, although they may say, oh, I'll fight for you, they really don't. They won't ever. They don't care about you. You're an individual. You're not a group of people. So, and like doing something for the people doesn't really benefit them. It just like allows them to get voted in again. So they'll sprinkle in a little policy that makes it easier for something to happen, or makes it easier for a group of people. And oh, they've got another 4 years, and then they'll do nothing in the other 4 years. They'll just keep bombing Middle Eastern people. They'll do nothing about, they won't do anything that'll actually benefit the world, not just the country, but the world. The conflict between Israel and Palestine. I feel like that needs to be addressed, especially by American politicians. Everybody's too scared because oh, we don't want to get in trouble with that. But like, so like there's conflicts everywhere. Myanmar, I don't know if that's how you say it. Myanmar, I think so. But like there was a coup there, clearly. Like the same thing that happened here, but that actually succeeded. But nobody wants to talk about that. There's a genocides happening uh, in China. There's ethnic cleansing in China and in so many other countries, and people are like, oh, Orange Man didn't get arrested for doing something. Oh, Orange Man tweeted today, oh, Joe Biden pedophile man, good. No, I don't care. Like everybody, I don't know, these people, and it's always virtue signaling people that are always like, oh, you're not happy, you must be racist. And it's like, no, I just don't care, because you can see that these people just don't care about you. But people are they're meant to believe, oh, these politicians, they're supposed to care about us because we voted for them. It's like, no, you didn't vote for them. You voted to say, oh, we like this guy. But it's all up to the electoral college to be like, to decide whether this man is in or this man is in.
You're like, well, actually, if you look
at pardon me, bro.
Beg pardon, sir, but if you look at the charts, the blue should have won. Yeah, all right, let's put it.
Yeah, I know blue should have won, but we like this guy because he makes money for us.
Exactly. And it's everything. It's kind of like it's kind of because like I work, nigga, I'm still with chemicals. I work at a cash register every single day, but like it's kind of sad to think about. It just like I become like desensitized to money, almost in a sense where you can literally rip up like my last paycheck in like 420s and just rip it in half. I literally would not care.
I've been desensitized to a lot of things. Like I don't make money. Like I don't work. I can't work. My mom won't let me work because of my status. Like I can't work. Like finding a job, I'd have to, work at some Chinese supermarket, Vietnamese supermarket, where they'll pay me like $3 an hour, and I have to work from like 5 a.m. to 12 in the morning, like 5 to 12, and I'll get $3 an hour. Like I won't get paid for anything, and like that won't bring me anything. I've also been desensitized to like, I don't know how to say it, like sexual things. Like, first of all, I think I've gone outside like 3 or 4 times maybe in this entire quarantine. Like, and by gone outside, I mean just like taking a walk. Like I don't get out. 1, because I have school. 2, because I have to take care of my sister, and 3, because of my mom. But like, I don't get out. So I'm just like cooped in here, again, playing my guitar, painting, doing stuff like that, trying to keep myself busy. Well, one of the things I do most of all is some of this, and by this I mean some of this, like 2 fingers, brother, max. And it's like,
You finger yourself, pog.
Paul, just no, like just beating my meat. This is the only thing you can really do. Because again, we get no hoes here. This is a hoe free house.
Say it again for people in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but like like it's and with like social media just pushing, sexual positivity, stuff like that.
Like
Like, oh,
bitches, bitches,
boobs.
bitches in the comments be like, oh my god, girl, oh my god, girl, your boobs look good. You're going to get raped.
No, yeah, it's like it just forced it kind of like put me in a place where the only reason I do it is because my body's telling me to do it. That's not because I want to.
Yeah.
It's just like, there's that take in your brain that like you're so accustomed to. Your hormones get to a certain point, and like, we're still young. We still got testosterone. We still got all of that stuff. We still got that drive. But I feel like that drive's just been going down because like I don't care anymore. I'll like pop in the bathroom, boop, bop, in and out, and then like an hour later, boop, bop, in and out because I'm bored because I got nothing else to do. Boop, bop, in and out. Like yesterday, I like jerked off like 5 times, I think, because I just had nothing to do. Like I was just like, yeah, no, I just had nothing to do. Yeah, like there's nothing like because I got like bored of playing the guitar. Like there's a point where you can't because your fingers just hurt. And the painting on. I already played the
Yeah,
guitar. I was tired of it.
like the most I can mix on my turntables is for like max like half an hour. And
Yeah,
then
no,
like
I can.
like it's not that I don't like doing it. It's just that it has to be done in increments, or else I will get bored and sick of it. Like
Yeah, no, yeah, I get tired of playing my guitar. Like the max I can do it is like an hour because I learn a song. I play that song for a long time, a while until I someone get it down, someone get it memorized, and then I go on to another song, and that just repeats. And sometimes I can learn 2 songs a day, but then by the end of the day, I'm like, all right, I'm bored, and then I won't touch my guitar for 2 or 3 days, and then I'll do it again. And with painting, I've been stuck on this thing right here you see for like 3 days because no, well, I like stopped painting for like 2 or 3 days because I just got bored. Like I was like, oh, and then I go on to other things, and then I have school, I have uh like college scholarships to worry about, and like I can't apply for FAFSA, so that drops down like chances of paying for college even lower. Um, so I have to rely on scholarships and like help from my family, which isn't going to be a lot. So but like I said, you gotta stay positive because there's nothing really else you can do. You just gotta write it out. And like there, like I have so many projects to be working on. Like I have like 3 IAs for each of my classes that require it. I have this thing for TOK where I have to write a 10-minute speech about this certain topic our group has to talk about, and the presentation is 30 minutes because I have 3 group members. So I think they're going to be talking about Islam, and I'm going to be talking about like my views on religion, which are anti-religion. Like I'm very anti-religion. I think it's a very harmful, but it can be very harmful, and it has caused a lot of bad things to happen. It promotes a lot of bad things. It can be interpreted to promote a lot of bad things, like pedophilia, like murder,
yeah,
stuff like that. Like there's a lot of things in the Bible that are like, whoa, or like in the Quran, they're like,
like
whoa.
if she act up,
What did
smack.
you say? Yeah, exactly. It
Like
promotes.
niggas really think they offend me when they go, look, I don't know how you're gonna react to this, but Muhammad, like,
No,
I'm like, that's you. And low key, you made some points. I kind of agree with you there, but
yeah,
like
it's
really
it's
to me.
like and again, like I never attack anybody's views. I never be like, oh, you're wrong for believing in Islam. Oh, you're wrong for being a Christian. I what I would attack is their values, like not their beliefs, but their values. Like if they're Christian and then they believe, or they think that women are less than men, or if they think that you should be able to marry a 12-year-old because the Bible allows it, because Mary was 12 when what's his name was at like 30. I don't really know the Jesus' dad's name, but apparently God got her pregnant when she was 12. So you can do that.
I mean, God, you're the problem.
Yeah, I mean, and like the Quran does it. The what's his name married the she married he married her at like 6 and then had sex with her when he was 9. And I don't know anything about Judaism because irrelevant.
because Jews, but
Yeah, no, but like again, I don't know a lot about the Torah. Like it's I feel like it's one of the most complicated books because there's just a lot more to go through. But they don't believe, like a lot of them don't believe in hell or heaven, or I think they don't believe in a hell, and they don't have like a devil. You know, I don't know. I feel like religion has done a lot more negative, especially now, especially Christianity, than it has positive.
it's like
Yeah,
it's
like
really split entire families apart just because you don't believe that what's it called, that like a nigga will eat bacon once and then they go
bro, dead. Your soul.
they go not poggers at all.
Sorry, that is not pog. No, no, no. Yeah, I agree. Or because there's I'm more of a fan of, because like with religion there's so many interpretations. There's no true religion because there's no true interpretation, and you can't interpret the Bible as one specific way. You can't interpret the Quran as one specific way. You can't claim Islam is a true religion if you can't explain which is the true interpretation. There's a million interpretations. There's a million different Catholicism. There's a million different versions of Christianity. There's cults around Christianity. There's cults around Islam. There's terrorist groups that believe certain things that I am assuming other Islamic people don't. I hope they don't. There's values that are present there that aren't present in other groups. So how are you going to claim one religion, one group is the true one, where you can't even explain which interpretation is the true one? Because to me, I'm not Catholic, I'm not religious. Catholicism can be the true one, but then there's multiple different Catholicisms. There's Greek Orthodox. That's the only one I really know. There's the one that all the Mexican people are.
Yeah.
I don't know which one that is. But it's a topic that that I find to be ridiculous. The belief that
I just
that
like religion shouldn't even be a plural because at its core it's all like
it's all just one person. It's you're
look like the biggest fallacy I'm seeing with organized religion in general is that y'all fail to y'all fail to understand that it's all one topic. I just made
it's
entire
it's
groups and cults to different interpretations. If that's like me, look, it's like me and you arguing over which brand of water is the best. Like I'll go Kirkland forever, and you go Deer Park.
no, yeah, no, I
We
agree.
literally make entire tribes and civilizations based on that, like just that belief, even though they're both water.
It's like the argument of like evolution. Why are there monkeys if we evolved from them? And it's like they all had different purposes. We evolved to act a specific way. Monkeys evolved because they acted a specific way, and they stay that way to suit that lifestyle. We stayed our way to progress into what we are today. We're still evolving, but it's the same thing with evolution. There's Catholicism, the origin, or Christianity, and then that devolves into multiple branches because they each follow their beliefs. or interpretations of the Bible, and then that splits off into different groups, and then it and like you said, it's all just one. You know, if there is a God, that God would be the same book, the same one in the Torah, same one in the Quran, and same one in the Bible. The only difference in the three is who the messenger is. In the Bible, it's Jesus and his 12 apostles or whatever. In the Quran, who is it? I don't know who it is. Is it Muhammad?
I mean, he's the most recent one, but there have been like hundreds in the past. But
Yeah.
I mean,
Who's the most
most like prominent.
prominent, influential? Like I don't know what the word would be.
Yeah, that would be
Muhammad.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's say it's Muhammad. I don't know who it is in the Torah. I don't think they have one yet. Huh?
Moses, right?
Oh, I guess yeah. No, I don't. Because Moses was in all three of them, and he was a big dude in all three of them. I'm pretty sure, right? Was he a big dude in the? Was he a big dude in the Quran?
I mean, he was like a durotagonist, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, and like then okay. So we have the three different messiahs, messengers, whatever you would call them, but they all have one dude in common: Abraham. They're all considered Abrahamic religions, right? That's the origin. Abraham. Then it goes down to the people who listened to Abraham, and then they were like, "Oh, but no, Abraham meant this. No, I think he meant this." It's like it could literally all just be a fairy tale. Like we don't have context at that time. The Bible, the Quran, and the Torah could literally just be like the MCU of religion. There's just there's there's one main plot line, but they all divide into their own universes or dimensions where, oh, in this universe Jesus comes back and gives people bread.
Oh, but then
In this universe,
53,
Muhammad rides a white horse. I think that's what they say he will do. But you can't draw his face because that's haram. And in the Torah, I don't know what the Jews do. They can't eat pork or something. They can't eat like meat and cheese because
like,
that's not kosher.
you have to grow your beard out because it's cultural. Like
Exactly. It's something that's like ridiculous. Again, I in my personal belief, I think religion, like you're free to believe what you want to believe as long as it doesn't harm or hurt anybody. But you know, it's if your beliefs aren't applicable as time progresses, like if your religion says, oh, women aren't equal to men, women are property, we should keep slaves, which is what the Bible promoted. The Bible said, oh, slaves need to obey their masters as they obey Jesus. The Bible says that women should never be able to talk over men. Their voices should never be equal or above men, and if it ever is, you should kill that woman.
I mean, that's not even be a religious aspect. That's just real shit in general.
It's if religion can't adapt to the times, then you shouldn't really be following it. You shouldn't.
That's the main issue I have with mine. It's that it was written thousands of years ago, as in it literally cannot keep up with the time. So like,
yeah, it's
like cars weren't a thing back then. Wi-Fi wasn't a thing back then. Deadlines for assignments and practice was not back then. Feel me? Like
yeah.
I don't even think school was a proper thing back then. It was just
No, school wasn't a thing. You would literally go to work. And you wouldn't go to work. It wasn't considered work. It was
life.
You do what you do because if you don't.
It was just your dad was a goat stable owner, so you will be a goat stable owner. Like, but then
if you didn't tend to your goat stable, your goats would die. You would die. The end.
And then you would die because you didn't make sure they were straight.
And there's like people preaching, oh, God is a loving God. God is a spiteful, like vengeful God. I don't know what the word would be.
That's another issue I have with the whole concept of God in general. Like look, I believe there is something out there,
Yeah, I believe there's a possibility that there could be interdimensional beings that somehow have an influence on our dimension. Something that can reach above the third and fourth, something that can reach above the third dimension, which we are trapped in. something that's fourth, fifth, sixth, 12th dimension, something that can influence time, that can, like, if you've seen Interstellar, can play around with time and space as if it were nothing but a computer simulator, which could be what we are in.
And what
You never know.
it's just the whole idea of there being only two paths for me once I die is just really unnerving to me because like if God is so good, why would he be like spiteful?
No, if there was a God, he would be indifferent. He wouldn't care.
Like,
He would be like,
like,
oh,
like,
cool, you slaughtered a million people in my name because they believed in a different person. Sick. Like, he wouldn't be like,
like, like, like, like, like if I take it upon myself to ride a a side saddle while slaying enemies of Allah back and forth, right?
yeah,
And then I died.
like,
I still killed people.
yeah, like that, like, just because you kill in the name of God doesn't mean it justifies the killing. You're still committing one of the worst sins possible, which is
Taking
murder.
take,
You're
taking
you're
someone
you're
else's
taking a life that of which you had no control over, which goes against God because you're destroying God's plan,
which just
in a
goes
sense.
which just goes against basic human morality in general. Like what
No,
the
no. People believe that religion is the base of all human rights, and it's like, no. We have empathy. We like, that's built in our system. Like, look at monkeys. Look at animals. Animals do not have the concept of religion. They barely have the concept of time. They barely have the concept of what the hell we do. They have no idea what we as humans actually do. They have their
no,
dog brains. We have our human brains, but yet they somehow manage to show empathy. They somehow manage to show the ability to care, to feel, to to
to,
to
show a nervousness, anger.
yeah, they have emotions, they have mental capacities.
I look at
Just the only thing that makes us special is because we just have a slightly more developed brain,
like
something like
we are
consciousness
literally
we can explain.
we are literally one like backstep into being a like it's the entire animal kingdom and then humans. Humans are
Yeah,
literally the one
we're
half
literally just half a step away from being monkey.
or from being a cuttlefish at the bottom of the ocean.
Exactly. No. um the like, I keep seeing, because like I use Reddit. I'm a Redditor, I'm a gamer. No. uh no, but I keep seeing these things where people pop up and they're like, oh, this dog fossil was found and it's 600 or like 20,000 years old, and it's like the remains of a dog from that era. And then some dude is like, no, that's impossible. The earth is only 6,000 years old, because they read that in the Bible. And it's like, there's the existence of so many things. There's so many things that just clearly just deny that concept. Like the concept that the earth is only 6,000 years old, cap. We have so many things. We have fossils from dinosaurs that are from millions of years ago, before humans even existed. We have
We have animals that haven't been like like
we, we have crocodiles which haven't evolved for over 2 million years. They've
same thing
stayed the same.
with horseshoe crabs. Horseshoe crabs have stayed the same like
Yeah, all like a lot of isopods have stayed the same.
since like hallucinogen.
Yeah, no, like sharks. Sharks were created before trees, before the concept of trees. We had sharks, and people will be like, and like, that's an immediate strike on the credibility of religious texts. Two, what was the other? No,
Take your time, man.
no, no. Keep going. Let's continue, because it's gonna pop up back to me. But yeah, like, it's a concept of believing that this thing can, the earth, the Bible says that the earth is a flat plane with three columns keeping up a dome where the sun and the moon is. And it's like, it's cat. And I think it's in the Torah, and then that came into the Bible. And it's like, okay, yeah, well, we clearly can demonstrate that that's not true at all. Like that doesn't happen. And then as time passed, when smart people were like, yeah, but you know that the universe revolves around the sun, not the earth. Catholics were like, no, that can't be. We'll kill you because you said bad thing about the Bible.
Literally end your life because we don't agree with what you say.
Yeah, that and my belief and my thoughts on that are, you know, you're the biggest mafia in the world, the Catholic Church. You're the biggest gang. If someone were to expose the fact that what you've been teaching people is a lie, and you lose credibility. That's why Martin Luther got into beef with the Catholic Church, and the Catholic Church was like, stop. When he made the Bible legible for like common people, because most people didn't know how to read. Like people back then couldn't read Latin; they couldn't read in general. So he like kind of translated the book into a way where if the people went to school, they can read it easily. And then
This dude Martin Luther literally write down what he didn't like about the church and put it on their
yeah,
own. He walked up to the opposite doorstep and said, "All right, yeah," and then
yeah, he was the first tweet to expose people. He was like, "Hey, I got the receipts right here."
never cancel anybody. He canceled the entire church.
He canceled the Catholic Church and created the church of his own, the Presbyterian Church, the
Real,
Church of Martin Luther.
real one.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's well, yeah. I just think that a lot of it is garbage that's being forced upon kids, forced upon families, forced like you're not like in our nation we have all over the world we have Catholic schools, we have Catholic like jails and churches and asylums that are like sort of like revolved around religion, forcing the people in there to be like, hey, you heard of this Jesus fella? Yeah, he's pretty cool.
I
He
was
should you.
actually, I was actually, what's it called? It was like, oh, my big brother, he gonna know what I'm talking about when he watched this video. But what's it called? I was, I was fucking at an ATM one time, mind my own business. Bro. This random ass dude in an actual trench came up to me, gave me a book called The Choice, and said thank you, and then he left. I'm like, nigga, what did you just give me? So like, I'm opening it. It's literally like a like Big Nate style comic where this dude is literally like it's like a dude uh, like a diner, and then he's like all by himself, and then like the devil himself appears like on the opposite side of him. I'm like, oh, okay, like second I saw that, I was like, I know what this is. So
Yeah,
I'm like, let me keep reading. He was talking about some. Hey, that's a nice egg and bacon sandwich you got there. Mind if I
nice cock, bro.
essentially? And the human is like, oh no, this is mine. I pay for it. I want to eat this. And then he was like, darn it, you use your jurisdiction to not give the devil a piece of your pie. Like it was some dumb metaphor, right?
No, yeah, no, yeah.
And then I'm reading it. It was so dumb. I kept it. I still have it upstairs actually. Like,
No, it's. I
yeah.
feel like depictions of the devil are really dumb. Like they're really stupid. I feel like the media that's done it the best was The Witch. You know, The Witch was. I really enjoyed that movie. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's basically about this like pilgrim family that I think they're pilgrims and they're like super religious. Or quite the opposite. I think no, they're like yeah, they're very religious, but they like go against the village that they were in. They were like, yo, this is dumb, like based on like their beliefs. And then basically bad things happen, like their kids die and everything. And then like the devil appears at the last scene, and then he like tempts the girl with like butter and stuff. It's really good, and it's like wow, like that was epic. But like there's other like interpretations where I feel like there's I watched a documentary called Hail Satan on Hulu. It's really good. It talks about like the Satan Church nowadays and like what they do and like how they like fight for like religious equality and like racial equality, gender equality, and like all the good they do, and then like compared to all the bad that other religions do, especially Christianity, and like how they got in a big legal battle over like stupid things. And it's like the story of like Lucifer is like a really good one, like demonstrating, oh, like you want to fight for equal equality, but like big man is like, no, you got to follow me because apparently I've existed since forever. But I feel like each day I like slowly like grow closer to just like believing, like just like becoming a Satanist. But like I'm not, because again, religious groups like bother me. Like I just want to believe what I want to believe. If I want to believe in human values, like what good humans can do, what bad humans can do, what our natural inclinations, what our natural behaviors are, and the way we act, I feel like that's just, I think we should have put a name to that. I think it should just be called being human. So yeah. Um, yeah, I mean, like my beliefs are humans act away because we evolved to act away. Humans, some humans diverge because of certain neurological, psychological behaviors, abnormalities, we call them, but nothing's really normal because with things like, and then people be like, oh, nurture versus nature. I believe that it's all nurture. Well, I mean, it's all nature because well, no, I feel like you can't really put them in either, because people who are born psychopaths, wasn't their choice. They were born that way, and they're just expressing ways like emotions. Like without psychopaths, we wouldn't have, I feel like, good generals, or sociopaths. We wouldn't have people who like progressed uh, the human race further. Like in a war, you don't want someone who cares. You want someone who knows how to fight. You want someone who
Someone who
knows who desires to kill, who desires to harm.
like, who genuinely wants to bring harm to other people, and then after the fact, don't be on some, oh, 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 I still hear those screams at night. No, no, yeah, you won't, like an army full of niggas who just don't care.
Yeah, no, you want someone who will kill like on sight. It'll be like, oh, you're Islam. Yeah,
Literally just like you want someone who's so unhinged to the point where it's just you just burn it in, you burn a certain label and a certain connotation into their mind. And
yeah.
anytime I see anybody who fits that description, it's just
Oh yeah, it's the way we as humans behave is something that comes with us. We all have tendencies for violence, and we learn to control those tendencies. That's where the nurture comes in. We're taught violence isn't good, or so some people are taught violence is good or in certain contexts, but we all have that innate sense of aggression, that innate sense of we want to dominate. I want to dominate because I am a human. I want to lead, further. And someone would be like, "Oh no, that's not how it works." Again, this is my opinion. This is how I believe. Like human nature revolves around psychopaths, revolves around sociopaths, revolves around schizophrenics. So many people, so many prominent historical figures were most likely schizophrenics, were most likely delusional, had dementia, something like that. Like there's this oracle that was super famous. And like kings would go to her and ask her about the future. And turns out that she was just, sitting under methane, like a methane gas vent. She was just huffing gas, and like wasn't saying that she could see the future, when she was just actually just tripping balls. And yeah, it's funny how like historical context, our perception of what happened then doesn't change, or we have a hard time of changing, because like it's so ingrained in our mind that what happened in the past truly happened, even though we have no recollection of that ever happening, and we can't prove that that ever did or didn't happen. We just have to take the word of someone who wrote it down, or people who wrote it down.
You don't even know or know how credible of a source they were.
exactly. It could be how up until like the like not even the 70s, like in the 2000s, internment camps, like late 80s, I think. The Asian internment camps and everything during World War II. I think World War II. That wasn't in textbooks until then. Like people weren't being taught that. Like now it is. Like now, like I learned about like last year. I learned about how Asian people were put into internment camps because they were Asian. Uh, the same way Muslims are being put into camps because they're Muslim in like China and stuff like that. So I feel like we're very ignorant when we're not willing to change because of our past, and that past like makes us stay and like leads us to conform where we are because we're like, oh, this is the way they did it in the past. So we should stick with that. Like it's a tradition, but like all traditions aren't good. Stoning was a tradition, and like certain countries still do it. Does that make it a good thing? Absolutely not. You're killing a person because of their sexuality.
Wait, hold
That's
up.
not good, buddy.
Hold that thought. Hold that thought. I'm back. I probably pissed out like 3 gallons of water, but
I'm gonna piss so bad. When this is over, I'm gonna.
about to bust.
Uh,
About to bust.
yeah, I mean,
Look, like you were saying, people aren't willing
no,
to
yeah.
change based on past traditions, and our traditions aren't good in theory.
Yeah, no, like, yeah, I mean, a lot of traditions are very bad, slavery, bad thing, still going on, just in different forms, child labor, uh, you know, sweatshops, stuff like that. That's modern forms of slavery. It's a tradition that people aren't willing to get rid of because
This
it's our human nature.
this slavery product right here.
Yeah, that costs like $12 to make, and they're selling it you at 100 times the price. Since Nikes cost like $5 to make, and they're selling them for $20,000.
Like an
Did you hear
inflation.
about the Obama Nikes?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, for 20 something K is what they're selling them for because they only made two, one for Obama and one for whoever wants to buy them. But
I thought it would be like supply and demand.
yeah, no, it's that just demonstrates how like superficial everything is. Everybody wants the nicest shoes. Everybody wants um, the nicest pants, the nicest shirts, Supreme, Gucci, Louis,
Why all
Venti, Prada, blah 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 blah. Designer stuff is garbage. Designer stuff is trash. Designer stuff is it's just supposed to. It's a trap that they put you in. They say, oh, this costs $20,000. This flashlight will cost you $20,000 because it has a little L and a V on it. If you buy it, that'll give you a lot more social standing. And it's like, no, it's a piece of garbage that they're selling you. It cost them 5 cents to make, but they're selling it to you at that price because you just fallen into a trap. And like people can spend their money how they want. That's their choice. I would never spend more than um, $10 on a shirt, 20 maybe if it's of like a band or a group I like, 30. Like if it's something that I really want, I'll spend $30 on it. Again, I don't have money, so I won't do that. But like all of the clothes that I have, it's free. Like it's hand-me-downs, or I bought it for Christmas. Like for Christmas, I bought a tapestry that I have there. That was like $15. I bought my capo and some picks for my guitar. I bought my guitar strings. I bought some antiperspirant for my hands because I have hyperhidrosis. Um, and I bought a 6-pack of white shirts that are like my favorite shirts to wear because I hate dressing up. I hate being fancy, unless it's like an occasion. But I like to keep things simple. White shirt, sweatpants. I like that. Like, I don't like flashy things. Flashy things annoy me. Somebody says, "Oh, I spent $500 on these Yeezys." I'll be like, "You're an idiot. Could have bought a PS5 with that." You could. I have an Xbox One from like 2014. I think that's when it came out.
Yeah.
Yeah, like 2014. I still have the same Xbox One, and like I'm fine with that. People are so pressed about, oh, I need to get the Xbox. I need to get the PS5. I need to get the Xbox S. I don't care. If it works, it works. My Xbox One works. I use it sometimes. I don't use it a lot.
Yeah, same thing with my DS Lite I got in 2008. I literally still play games on it. Like it works.
I have these. I've had these headphones for uh these beat up skull candies. That like the Bluetooth doesn't even work anymore. For 3 or 4 years, and they still work fine. They're like super destroyed, but I use them. Like the superficial like items. I'm not a big fan of. I view no purpose in having them. They suit me no purpose. Why would I want to wear a $2,000 shirt that if I like
Literally,
spill water on it, it'll immediately just disintegrate. Like there's no intrinsic value. There's no long-term value to a Supreme shirt. The longer you have it, the less expensive it'll be, the
yeah.
less value it'll be, because Supreme will drop uh, 6 more things by the time 6 more pieces of garbage by the time you get your one shirt. They'll drop a napkin. They'll drop a piss cup. They'll drop a TV remote.
I
Things
remember,
that have no value.
I remember losing my shit back in 2018, no, 17 when my man he's a reseller, right? And this dude he had he's a, and this dude he's like the supreme like god essentially, right? Like he himself he doesn't wear any of the clothes they have, but he just sells and like resells it just to make money, right?
Yeah, that's a smart idea.
He
You
himself,
know, I,
he himself his fit consists of fucking sweatpants and like flannels, right? But he makes a killing off Supreme, right? I
yeah.
remember um he was he was looking at his phone like and I'm like, bro, what's good? And then he showed me his phone. He was like, look what Supreme just dropped. He showed me a Supreme brick.
No, yeah, the brick that was ridiculous. Yeah,
And
no,
I literally lost my I could not contain. I was like, what is
like
that?
no, yeah, like
What about him, Dad?
no, yeah, that that I like that idea. Like if people are stupid enough to pay 3 times market value for something that they won't have, that they'll probably end up throwing away in the long run, I feel like you should do that. You should exploit those idiots. Like you should exploit people for being stupid. If if it's ridiculous. um like it shows how vain people are. Like that's a human quality that'll never die, especially with social media where likes are worth more than anything. And I'm sounding like a pretentious faggot right now, but you can bleep that out. I don't want people hearing me say that word because I can get in trouble. like but yeah, and like cancel culture is one of the things that pisses me off the most. I believe you should be able to freely express anything you want to say. Of course, that doesn't mean there won't be ramifications. You know, you should, if you say, oh, I want to kill all black people, oh, I want to kill Mexicans, oh, I want to kill all white people, which is something that's, happening a lot these days. Um, like you should, people should be able to like be like, hey, that's not cool. You shouldn't say that. Let's do something about it. But someone speaking their political views, and then people being like, oh, let's make this person lose their job and everything, doesn't do anything. It doesn't do anything but actually make the problem worse, because when you do that, when you cancel someone for believing in something, they'll be like, oh, you see, this just proves my point that I'm being attacked for my personal beliefs. I'm gonna hate these people more, and I'm gonna end up shooting up a mosque or something because of my because people were like, you should lose your job. That it literally, you're creating a villain. You create villains when you do that. You're not helping anybody. Rather than pushing people away, I feel like we should let people, try to help people learn what's like what's wrong with what they believe, what they say, whatever, blah 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 blah. And if you can't do that well, shouldn't put too much effort into it. People are going to believe what they're going to believe. You can't really change that. There's if one person believes that all Muslims should die, there's going to be a billion more that do in the future. No, but yeah, and like I feel like nowadays there's a lot more resentment towards like white people, so white men, straight people. It's just stupid. Like again, fake progress, virtue signaling. People are like, people don't want to fight for equality. Equality is a lie. There's no fight for equality. There's a fight to get even.
That's
It's a
why.
fight to get even, and it's not even to get even. It's to get even and then push the group down, because like that's not gonna happen. Like people are like, oh, we got this white dude fired because he said something 12 years ago when it was funny to say that. um, but oh, we're fighting for equality. And it's like, no, you're fighting to, or like we said in the beginning, the ideas of reparations. That's ridiculous. Like Brad and Chase and Chad and Stacy had nothing to do with Thomas Sir Dinglebug the Third
Look,
owning
like
your grandpa.
like Samantha, Erica, Henrietta, and Hannah had nothing to do with Sir Bumble Tootin' Titty.
Yeah,
Like
owning your family. I think that's not their fault.
Look,
That
look, they didn't look. Like, you get the idea.
yeah, no, like they themselves didn't do anything, and just because they have family, that doesn't make them capable, like guilty of doing it. That's like me having family members that would, like, let's say, are Trump supporters, but I'm a Biden supporter, which I'm not. And I'm not a Trump supporter either. That's stupid. Um, that's like you saying, oh, but your family was a Trump supporter. That means you're a Trump supporter. I'm gonna hate you for that. That's stupid. Like, I have no choice over what my family does. I have no choice over what my heritage did. That's just a part of my life. That's how, like, I came to this world. If things could be different, then they definitely would. Like if my great 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 grandfather was a Confederate soldier, I wish he would have been wish I would have fought for the North, not the South. But I had no control over that, which I'm not. I wasn't even born here, so.
And, it's also another thing. Why do people paint the North like as some sort of like?
Oh no, the North was terrible.
The
North wasn't as
some sort of like slave haven. Like
no,
look, they literally.
You would go from being a slave to just being treated like garbage. But you didn't have to.
Of being treated
as
human property in the South, but then you're treated as
you weren't treated as an equal. You weren't treated as you were. If anything, you were treated kind of worse, because you were just valued less, because you were just another black person there. It's the
Like
same thing.
the South was just your property. You literally have you shouldn't even be able to speak. But then
Yeah,
the North is we're gonna give you the ability to act like us, but you will never be us. That's
yeah. You have some liberties.
that's
Take
seems
it take it easy there, bud. You have some liberties. You aren't a full person yet.
what
You are you you
you
aren't
will
even 3/5 of a person technically.
you
But
won't even
yeah, no, it's
like touch my dog.
it's
Like
yeah, no. People paint the like North people who fought for that stuff as heroes, but no, they were still saying the N word. They were still,
you're still saying
hating. They were hating black people. It's the same thing here. People claim to be for certain things and then go on to hate that same group just to be like, oh guys, I did a good thing. Like my posts, follow me on Instagram. Oh no, it's all a race to be the good guy, but there is no good guy. Finding a good person is very rare nowadays. I'm very, as you may have noticed, I'm very pessimistic about the future. Like the human race is
oh, no,
the human race isn't going to be much longer. The way we've decimated the planet, the way we've decimated, ourselves,
I
the way
think
we've decimated our values, our
I,
culture,
I
everything.
genuinely give us about like another like maybe like
No,
like,
give us 30 years. Give us 30 to 50 years. Uh, Anything more than that will be a miracle. And by miracle, I mean, chance. Like
and
you know,
that's why I'm really I've really been messing with the whole I don't know how I don't know how, I don't know how you pronounce it, what it's called relativism, I think.
relativity.
The relativity, like the whole
I think.
look, like the whole theory where it's like the terms good and bad are relative. Like
Oh
when
yeah,
you say
yeah. Like perspective, like yeah, like
something like
it's yeah, relativity. Like some things to one person is a good thing, and some things to one person is a bad thing. Yeah, yeah. I feel like that's a very
remember that dude
that
who I was posting about like
yeah,
yeah, him, right?
yeah.
Jerome, Mr. Jerome, right? Look, this dude has been with me since I was like 5, right? And it's funny because like he's my enemy, but like he's not at the same time. Feel me?
Yeah. He's a motivator.
Like no, not even a motivator. We are constant reminders for each other that had we taken one, ha, had we had we moved a little bit differently, we would have been each other. Like I could have easily been him. He could have easily been me. Like I could like he could have because like I'm seen as like the good guy. He seems like the bad guy because like I paint him as the bad guy. Feel me? But then
Yeah. It's all
no,
perspective. Like everything is perspective. The way we function as humans is perspective. Again, with religion,
he has his
again with
own
social like beliefs. It's
exactly.
all
Yeah.
relative.
Like
Time, like literally the way our bodies work, the way the universe works is all relative. One person time moves fast to a person that's 6 tabs down, uh, and half a blunt in. Time moves at like 1/5 of like the normal speed, but to someone on Adderall, time is like
like right now we've been speaking since like about like 10:40. It's already 12:16.
yeah.
Like
Time, like my parents are asleep. I probably like if I don't go to sleep soon, I'm probably gonna get yelled at. But you know,
brother,
uh, yeah, like time, everything is a relative thing. I always go back to the Nazis with their beliefs to each other, clear as day. But to everybody else in the outside world, that wasn't part of the Nazi regime. And not everybody in Germany were Nazis. A lot of them didn't even know like what was going on. A lot of German citizens had no idea about the concentration camps and everything.
because it was just
It was a secret.
like it was just so well
It
like
was hidden. Like the world didn't know about concentration camps until the end of the war. The end of the war was like when America invaded Germany, and like they got to like basically at the end of the war, they were like, God damn, how is this happening? And that's when like the infamous pictures of like the condition of the people who were at the camps, and like the condition of the camps, and like how they had gallows, and they had the towers. Like that wasn't something that was well known. Like nobody knew about it except the Gestapo, the people who worked there, the actual like generals, higher ups, and everything. It's
But
something that
Himmler, Haas,
yeah, I don't know, but there's so much, like, everybody's painted in a broad stroke. White people act this way, black people act this way, Hispanic people act this way,
I mean,
people
like
from this country act this way,
stereotypes
people
are
from this one.
from actual like patterns people notice as a general like thing. Like the whole thing where it's like, oh, black people are poor, uncivilized people who I'm like, whoa, not epic,
What
but
did you say?
I'm like I'm like, whoa, not epic, but it's kind of true.
Do we speak
Like,
Max? Yeah, I mean, there's large portions of every group that
yeah,
do fit that description, or at least one of them. You know, there is truth in the claims that
like oh
some immigrants are, bad for the country. They come in, they sell drugs, but there are, examples of very good ones. My family hasn't done any of that. I believe, like, my mom does like provides a service for people that like benefits them. Like she cleans houses. So like, you know, my extended family, one of them was a pedophile, which is not epic,
not epic.
not Cash Money, but um, and he was believe it or not, he was a pastor. He was sending pictures of his penis to an underage boy in Guatemala. Yeah, it was very funny. And when we found out, my mom was laughing hysterically because we all hated him. He was a conservative, like like a Trump dude, even though he wasn't even born in this country. It's just funny. He got his like citizenship. He was like, "Oh yes, Hispanic people, we hate them. They're gross. They stink." And like, but I believe there's like in stereotypes and everything, there is truth in claims like that. There is truth, either being the slight like close to none, but there is truth to those things, to those claims at least. You know, and a lot of those, you have to realize a lot of stereotypes and racial stuff comes from insecurity. Like the stereotype that Black people have huge schlongs came from white slave owners who were like, oh yeah,
It is based.
Black people.
It's not even just because like, oh, that's funny how back then it was considered bad to have a big dick. Now it's like,
Yeah, no, it was. It was viewed as animalistic. You were viewed as a savage. The Black people were viewed as like driven by
oh yeah,
lust and
by
you
lust and
know
anger.
and how they were animals because they had big penises.
And in
But it
many,
was just a place of insecurity because they were like, dang, my penis is small compared to that man.
it was just, whoa, look at mine. Now look at Jamal's. And then just, I don't like that, so I'm gonna make it seem bad so I feel better about myself.
Yeah. And I feel like again, we're mirroring that now. Virtue signaling, you know, stuff like that. It's history does repeat itself. Again, like what we live in a cyclical world. Like everything that happens in cycles. So yeah. The only difference is that it's happening to different groups. And now back then it was African Americans. Now it's white people or conservatives or Republicans. And I don't care.
Right.
Like my friends could be Republicans. I don't care. My friends could be Democrats. I don't care. What I do care about is whether you take it too far. Conservatives, retarded. Liberals, stupid. I hate them. I hate both groups. I hate both parties. I hate people who identify their personality with their politics. I hate people who identify their personality with a type of music, a type of group, a specific person. People who like stands, like K-pop stands. People who identify their personality, or gamers. People who identify their personality with a specific singer, a specific group, a specific game. That's ridiculous. That's stupid. I think it's dumb. It's really, really dumb. I think it's really dumb to base your personality on one single thing.
When you
Um,
or
huh?
said
Did you
like
say, buddy?
so when you can be so much more, why base your
Yeah, like you can.
oh,
Yeah, like people will like copy the aesthetic of their favorite singer or their favorite athlete, or their favorite comedian, and I don't really have one. I guess the musician I listen to the most or have listened to the most would be Tyler the Creator, because I really enjoy his music, like all of them, from Bastard to Igor. I think a lot of his music is really good. Not all of it, of course. There's some songs that I'm like, okay, that's cool. But like if I had a choice, I would listen to it. But I'm not gonna base my entire personality on
yeah.
Tyler the Creator, especially when he's an artist who like thrives on individualism. Like he preaches individualism. Then people are like, oh dude, I'm gonna buy a wolf cap, and I'm gonna buy a polo that's really long and then some cargo shorts. Or like
And then,
khakis and wear that all day.
and then I'm gonna go
And
blow 250 on a chain that has OF on it. Like
yeah, exactly. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't.
remember back
Yeah.
in like the 8th grade when people started wearing
Bro,
people started wearing OF not because they knew what it was, just because everybody was wearing it. Nobody
yeah,
even
no.
no one
I didn't know who Tyler the Creator
Yeah,
was,
same, like,
or like Odd Future was, until freshman year of high school,
yes.
because my friend Marvin was like, hey, you should listen to this.
Oh, Marvin.
Marvin Rodriguez, yeah, he's a really cool guy. He was like, hey, you should listen to this. His name is Tyler the Creator. I think he's really good. And I was like, oh yeah. And I didn't like it at first. I thought it was terrible. He put Bastard on, and I was like, oh, this kind of sucks. And then I went to listen to him, whatever I was listening to. And then sophomore year was when I was like, oh dang, this slaps, man. Ooh. And I think I listened to that was when Flower Boy came out. Flower Boy. And then that's after that um I listened to what was it, Bastard, and then it was Cherry Bomb. And I listened to the albums in different orders, but like Igor, I remember Igor being the album I listened to the most. Igor is probably my favorite album, because it's just so catchy, every single song. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I get frustrated when people base their personalities on something as ridiculous as an artist. And like, if music is your thing, I get that. Music is cool. Music is awesome, but don't base it on just one person.
Exactly, like have multiple different artists you like to listen to. Don't just have just like one or like one genre specifically you like just have sex with, like 20
Yeah. Yo, can we end this, bro? Because I gotta sleep. I gotta piss so bad.
Damn, I just got up. I gotta piss again. Bro.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna pee so bad.
Can you stop whispering into them?
No, man, because I'm gonna scream when my parents are asleep.
Okay, Glamour episode 2. Thank you, Elder.
Yeah. If you ever want to follow me on Snapchat or something, I don't know. No, I'm just plugging this in. It's my the name that's on this thing right now. I'm Mr. Fister. I made it in 9th grade. Shut up. If you ever want to have a conversation or something, I don't know. And I think my Instagram is Belder the Verge. If you can search that up, I don't know. Bro, I'm gonna piss myself. I gotta go.
I'll put all the links in the description down below.
Do that.
All right,
Hey, see you, man. It was nice talking to you. Let's do this some other day.
all right, man. Go pee.